Hello everyone, I'm back here at Ciocca Kia in Ewing, New Jersey, and I'm changing it up a little bit. Instead of going after something brand new, I'm taking a look at an extremely clean pre-owned Kia. This is a 2019 Kia Optima SXL with only 7,300 miles on it. Let's dig in. All right, the front end on this 2019 Kia Optima SXL, L meaning limited. This car paint color is snow white pearl. Great color on this car. The older Kia badge right in the middle of that tiger nose grille. A lot of chrome trim going around the upper part of that grille, which is in a satin black finish. Functionality on the grille top and bottom. We have functional side air curtains. We also have LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED fog lamps, and we have standard bulbs for turn signals. All right, wheel and tire setup on this Optima. We have an 18-inch wheel that's like a brushed aluminum finish with the Kia badge in the middle, red brake calipers, ventilated rotors, really nice looking setup here. Tire size with these all-season tires were 235 on the width, 45 series sidewall, 18s, all four corners, front wheel drive. All right, full side profile of this Optima. I think it looks really good. It's a really handsome looking design. We have the snow white pearl paint against the black window treatments. We have the toned down wheels to that, brushed aluminum rather than bright chrome. And it's not so blingy, which I think was a good move by Kia. And, we got chrome accents along the door sills and a little chrome accent on the door handles. I think it looks really, really good. And obviously the Optima is no longer in production. It was redesigned and brought back to market as the Kia K5. So that's what the car's currently called. And the Optima name was dropped. But I have a K5 right next to me. And I think if we show them both together, you'll kind of see some similarities on how they smoothed out the design of the Optima, flattened it out a little bit, made it feel a little bit longer for the K5. So if we come around this Optima, you can get an idea what the styling is like on this particular vehicle. And now, right over here is the K5. The K5 a little bit lower, more of a fastback design, and a little bit lower of a hood compared to what the Optima design was. But you can see the cues in the Optima that carried over to the K5. It's really cool how they did that. And they're both really good looking cars. All right, coming in, here is the turbo badge. Right here with some chrome and black, which I think looks nice. We are color matched on the side view mirror, LED turn signals, 360-degree cameras. We have color matched on the front and rear door handle with some chrome trim, which is nice. A left side fuel filler cap, a blacked out roof with black shark fin antenna, panoramic sunroof, looking really good. They did this exactly how I would. All right, we're at the rear end of this Optima SX. And we have the deck lid spoiler coming off the top of the trunk lid. Then we have a Kia badge in the middle, LED lighting for taillights, standard turn signals, Optima badge on the left, the SXL badge on the right. Down below we have functional dual exhaust. So let's take a listen to how this Optima sounds. All right, we are under the hood of this 2019 Optima SXL. And what we're looking at here is a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, 245 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 21 in the city, 30 on the highway. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, we are inside this 2019 Kia Optima SX Turbo Limited, and that's what SXL means. So before we get started with the interior review, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this car cost? Well, brand new MSRP for this car was somewhere in between $32,000 and $33,000. Don't have an exact figure because the window sticker is no longer with the car. But as it sits on the pre-owned lot for sale at 4 models years old with only 7,303 miles on it, the asking price, $26,000. Sounds pretty good for a car with such low mileage, so let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator, all rubber finish, carpeted floor mats that say Optima on them, which is nice. We have power seats for the driver and front passenger. Leather, nice, feels good, in great shape. So you can tell this car wasn't used a whole lot. Like that diamond pattern on the insert of the seat, looking good. Nice headrests for this black interior, looks nice. Door panel is a bit monochromatic, right? It's a bit dull. But we have soft touch up top. We do have some cross stitch that comes around and through where the door handle is. We have flat black on the switchgear, even though there's gloss black around it. And then we have a nice soft armrest. And we do have the optional Harman Kardon sound system in this particular car. Dash, very squared off dash. We have soft touch up here and then a nice large glove box. All right, back in 2019 in an Optima, top of the line, this is kind of what you got. A small infotainment system. You can Bluetooth your phone. I don't see Apple CarPlay. I don't see the Android Auto. And as far as touchscreen capability, it's minimal. And it doesn't respond all that great. So for the time, it kind of is what it is. But I'm not going to spend much time on it here. We're going to take a look at the backup camera. And we have a decent backup camera for being 4 years old with trajectory and the 360 view on the right. And of course, here you can change the view of the camera if you would like. So a nice looking backup camera for being 4 model years old. As we come down, we have 2 heat and air vents, our 4-way hazards, the hard controls here to set up your infotainment. Here's the nav and whatnot down here, radio, media. If you want to Bluetooth your phone, there you go. We have dual climate control action, which is nice. Down below here we have 2 12 volts, an aux jack, and a USB-A. An area down here for change. Here is the gear shift to go up and down this 6-speed automatic. We have another storage area, 2 cup holders, Kia key fob, not what you would expect. And there's no detonator action in 2019 on this car. We do have a squared off key fob, lock, unlock, pop the trunk, panic button, no remote start, Kia on the back, not bad. And then we have our center armrest, semi-soft, snack tray, and another USB down there. Looking at your center console controls, we have the drive modes, which I'll show you when we go through the dash. Heated steering wheel, nice touch. Heated and ventilated seats, 3 stages each. Nicely done for both the driver and front passenger. We have our camera, auto brake hold, electronic parking brake. Steering wheel time, leather wrap steering wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches, Kia badge in the middle, chrome trim, and down below here the SXL flat bottom, nicely done. This is a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. On the left, telephone voice commands. On the right, adaptive cruise control and your safety suite controls. We do have a paddle to go up and down this 6-speed automatic. Left stalk, headlights, fog lamps, right side, windshield wipers. Over here on the side, we have brighten and dim the dash, safe exit, lane keep assist, pop the fuel door, pop the trunk, traction control off. As we come to the dash, we have a analog digital combo, analog gauges for your speedometer and tachometer, fuel level and coolant temperature, and then a small 4-inch display in the middle where we can go through our drive modes, where you have smart, comfort, eco, and sport. And we're going to leave it in sport for today's drive. And that's about what you get there. You also have some extra information in the center screen that you can toggle through as well. Overhead console time, here we go. If you want the lights to come on and off when you get in and out of the car, you have this button on the right, needs to remain pushed in. When that's in, you open up the door, the LED lighting comes on, close the door, and the LED lighting will go off. Here's our control for our panoramic sunroof. Sunshade going all the way back first, and then the roof opens after that, and it will stop right there. To close it up, you just need to push it the other way. One-touch operation in both directions. Roof closes up first, and then our shade comes across. Nicely done. To our sun visor, bring that down. We have the vanity mirror. Comes off. Does it slide back? Yes, it does, to cover all the side sun. Nicely done. Driver side door panel, 2 memory seat settings, which is nice. And then we have power fold mirrors right there, using this switch right on top. You hit it that way, they fold in. Push it back the other way, and they go back out. And they will fold in when you lock the door. Nicely done. SX Limited Optima, back seat action. Huge amount of room back here. I mean, this seat is set for my driving position, and look at how much leg room I have and knee room I have. Very nice. Plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder width room. Like the consistency of design, front to back. The same design, the same materials, the same nice leather seat with the diamond stitch on the insert. Looking good. We do have security shades, so you can see out, but nobody can see in. One tip with these shades, the springs in here will wear out if you leave them up all the time. So if you're not using them, leave them down. Great spot to be back here. Very, very comfortable in the back of this Optima SXL. All right, rear console for the backseat passengers, 2 heat and air vents, a 12-volt and a USB-A. Nicely done. Moving over, nice seat pocket behind the driver and front passenger. Again, those nice seats, barely satin in this car. Nice diamond quilting pattern in the back, very nicely done. Armrest, bring that down, nice and soft. 2.5 cup holders. Looks good. Nice place to be in the back of this 2019 Optima SX Limited. All right, opening up the trunk. We can do that from the key fob or from the dash, or if you forget, you come back here, right underneath this Kia badge. There's the button, lifts right up, nice and easy, no problem. Big trunk area, big suitcases, roller bags in here, no problem. The nice carpeted cargo mat with Optima embroidered in. We have the wheel locks that came with the car that still haven't been opened. And then opening up down here, we have a nice spare tire. So thank you, Kia, for including the spare, but a really nice looking trunk and clean. This car was barely used. Really clean used car. If you want to get those rear seats down, you have your pull levers right here, just like we see in a K5. They're right here on the Optima. You come around, pull the seats down, 60-40 split, 40 on the left, 60 on the right. And then come around this way, take them down, and now we have a lot more room. A kick up, a little more narrow opening, but if you got longer items that you need to snake through there, plenty of room. And again, continuing great use of space by Kia on these interiors of these cars, even one that's 4 model years old now. Great job. All right, here is the pre-owned stickers on the back of this Optima in case you wanted to see everything the dealer has listed. on this particular car. Feel free to pause, zoom in, take a look. And now let's take this one out for a spin. All right, we are in this 2019 Optima up in our twisty bit roads because you know this is in sport mode. This is the predecessor of the Kia K5, which means it should be able to perform. So we'll see how this Optima does. Now obviously it's got less horsepower than the K5 GT, but its low-end torque comes in at 1250 RPM, which should help the performance of this power plant with the 6-speed auto. So it should be interesting to see how this feels. K5 definitely feels more light on its feet than this 19 Optima, but the Optima feels good. It feels responsive, well damped, great visibility out of all the glass. The only thing really letting it down is this lousy infotainment system, which was in desperate need of an upgrade even in 2019. And unlike the K5 that we drove, we can wind this one out because this engine is broken in. So that'll be an interesting demonstration when we get to it. But we got a really nice headliner, really nice interior. I mean, Kia really did a nice job with this limited trim back in 2019. These seats are really comfortable. The bolstering isn't too aggressive. Feels pretty good on your backside. You got the heated and ventilated seats and the heated steering wheel. You got the USB action. You got 12 volts. You got the panoramic roof, all blacked out. Nice white paint. Not a lot of imperfections. The car really wasn't used much. So this is like getting a brand new car that's 4 model years old, because this interior is immaculate. It's crazy how nice this is. So I'm really impressed with the previous owner, who took really, really good care of this car and didn't drive it much. So a way to go to whoever was the previous owner of this car, because it is beautiful on the inside and really, really well taken care of. So we're going to get up and make a left up here if the school bus doesn't do the same thing. Because the school bus is coming up on a stop here, I think. And we're in first. We're going to let this rip. Let's see how it goes. 3, 2, 1. Got a little wheel slop out the front. Got an open diff here on the Optima, as we do in the K5. Nice into the turns. On the brakes. Holding the gear nicely. Nicely done. Nicely done for 4 years old. Wowee. Really good. Heavier car than K5 for sure. Little bit of body roll in the corners compared to K5. The new K5 I'm talking about. Six-speed is not as smooth as the 8-speed on the shifts. has a little bit of a hesitation going up and down the gears. But they didn't do a half bad job on this car. And this is the limited luxury trim in the Optima, and it feels good. Feels good. Obviously, you could tell where Kia made the improvements when they moved the nameplate Optima to K5 and did the redesign. They firmed up that suspension. They sharpened up the shifts, obviously replacing the transmission, going with an 8 speed. And they sharpened up those shifts. They sharpened up the suspension, lessened that body roll, stiffened up the front end a little bit more than this one is. So you could see by driving, after driving a new one and driving an old one, what Kia was able to do with this car when they decided to move it off the Optima nameplate and move it onto the K5 nameplate in 2021. But a really nice 2019 Optima really surprised me. I thought it was going to be floaty, boaty, limited, you know, we're going to soften everything up. But no, you put this in sport, everything, you can feel everything stiffen up a bit. And that low end torque out of this 2-liter turbo really gets the car moving well. So I'm pretty pleased. And at 26 grand, which is a little bit higher with the extremely low mileage, obviously the dealer is asking for more money. So 26 for 7,300 miles. Let me know what you think. I don't think it's half bad, maybe a little high, but in today's market, where the used car market is still above average, you know, what do you get? Where else are you going to find a car as nice as this on the inside, with immaculate interior and pretty good performance, nice, reliable engine? It's still under manufacturer's warranty. Remember, Kia's manufacturer's warranty is 50,000 miles, bumper to bumper. And this car is 4 model years old. Even if it was put into service late 2018, you got 1 more year of manufacturer's warranty left in this vehicle. And then you can add on an extended warranty or do a certification through Kia if you want to buy it. So you have some peace of mind left with this car as well, as far as warranty. So, you know, it is an attractive package, I think, for a 4-year-old car in this mid-size sedan market. And I really want to thank Ciocca Kia on the pre-owned side for allowing the channel access to this vehicle for review this afternoon. I would like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.